Hello, everybody, and welcome to Maple Cup 5, the fifth in my series of Monster Rancher 4 tournaments. This time we have four contestants: Mr. Plow the Beaklon, Senpai the Durahan, Mugrudon the Mogi, and Atticus the Gel. Who will come out on top? There's only one way to find out. Alright. Oh. Alright. Don't know what that window size was about, but good thing I caught it right now. Alright. Round 1. Also, I don't know if anyone's watching, but is everything coming in clear? Alright, it's fine. Alright, I'll crank that up a bit. Alright, that should be a bit higher. Got it. Alright. Alright, looks like everything's ready to get started. Round 1. Mr. Plow versus Senpai. Mr. Plow was raised by yours truly, while Senpai is raised by returning breeder Daywalker. And the battle begins. Senpai opens up with a charge. Mr. Plow retaliates with upper charge, dealing a heavy hit in both guts and life damage. Mr. Plow soaks up a kick. Mr. Plow proceeds with B-Bang, dealing a solid chunk. 50 damage. Guard is active. Senpai tries to get the charge in. Miss again. Senpai lands a kick. Mr. Plow proceeds with another upper charge, closing out the match with a savage hit. Round 1 goes to Mr. Plow. Round 2. Fight. Yeah, very tank heavy. Senpai opening up with a charge. Mr. Plow's getting that guts up. Opens its first upper charge. 218-21. Senpai retaliates with a kick. Ooh, that was a critical strike. Composure is up. Mr. Plow retaliates with the B-Bang. Another one. Senpai goes for another charge. A light hit. Mr. Plow goes in close, building up guts. Senpai opens with another kick. 40. Mr. Plow going for that overkill upper charge. That might cost him, as Senpai has now activated Final Guts. They are both at low guts. Senpai goes for a kick. Light hit. Mr. Plow activates Guard. Senpai activates Composure. Now let's see. Now Senpai has high defense. Round 3. Can't stay, Daywalker. Well, I hope you tune into the VOD later. Ooh, Mr. Plow opens up with a solid charge. Senpai's lower health pool does make him look a little squishier. Ooh, a turn slash. 77 damage. I hope the shift goes well for you. 222 with 22 guts. A powerful upper charge. Mr. Plow appears to be commandeering this matchup. Senpai goes for a kick. 39. Senpai goes for another kick. Guard mitigates that to 21 damage. Upper charge. Ending that with a massive hit. 3-0. Mr. Plow wins his first round. Alright. Mr. Plow gets a solid win. Upper charge does have null type damage, so it goes right through armor, and combined with the high earth elements, it just kind of stacks up for a very powerful move, which is why I should call him Mr. Plow. Overlay. Bracket. Alright. Round 2. Mogrudan, built by Alfric, and Atticus, built by Alcius. I don't know why it took me so long. I'm having a bit of an off day. Alright, Mogi versus Gel. We have a mixed attacker versus a speed-based intelligence build. Mogrudan opens up with the earth. Atticus lands a counter. Atticus activates force. Has a massive guts lead. Atticus goes in close, so they both have time to charge up their guts. Atticus initiates the launcher, dealing an immense amount of damage in one shot. Atticus goes in close. Mogadon activates Splash, dealing a solid hit with a good guts damage. That lead is quite rough. Atticus launches him back. Atticus is trying to get to far range. Mogadon won't let him. Mogadon gets close. Atticus blocks that splash damage. A timeout. Atticus wins. Round 2. Yeah, it looks like Intelligence Gel is suited to fighting tanks, so... chances look pretty good here. Opening up with a launcher, dealing solid damage. What will Mogadon respond with? Atticus dodges the splash. They're staring each other dead on, up close. Atticus starts to move back. They both start moving back. What is about to happen? Mogadon lands a splash. 30 guts damage. Slow as well. Oh, Mogadon goes for another splash. Ooh, an effective attack. It's looking pretty close right now. Atticus is going close. Mogadon's going far. They're both close. A lot of range switching in this matchup. Ooh, Atticus is going to far range. Mogadon doesn't plan to stay far. Atticus responds with a launcher. 174.26. That guts damage is quite rough for Mogadon. Ooh, a second timeout. Atticus wins round 2. That was a pretty close match. This is a pretty interesting matchup. A lot of guts damage is playing a role. Alright, round 3. Can Mogadon pull this around? Alright. They're getting close. Mogadon's guts rate does look to be a bit higher. Oh, that is also... Oh! Mogadon activates the Earth. Atticus takes heavy damage in both fronts. Atticus launches Mogadon back. Mogadon goes for a splash. Ooh, Atticus is looking... 0-2. We are doing best of 3. Ooh, a launch back. Best of 5, I mean. Atticus goes for a launcher. Yeah, best of 5. See, my tournaments aren't big enough for me to have to worry about doing 2 out of 3s. Atticus receives the launcher. Mogadon is low. Only 2 seconds left on the clock. They're both at low HP. Time up. Mogadon wins round 3. It's 1-2. Can Mogadon pull this around? You don't see timeouts that often, but it looks like this matchup is all about the timer. Round 4. Alright, they're starting off passively. They're in extreme range. Pretty close. Mogredon activates ground beat. A heavy hit. Can Atticus pull this around? Will Mogredon build guts back up for a finishing assault? Atticus activates Gel Tank. An impressive hit. Oh, they're in mid-range. Atticus assaults with a launcher, closing out the match. Atticus wins this matchup. Launcher is a savage attack. Alright. Yeah, launcher is quite the solid tech. For our next matchup, Mr. Plow versus Mogredon. A battle of Earth specialists. The battle begins. They're building up guts. Mr. Plow creeps up close. Mogredon opens up with a splash, dealing intense guts damage. Mogredon continues to splash. Mr. Plow is starved for guts. Is Mogredon going to strangle Mr. Plow down to nothing? A savage chain of splashes. They're both low on guts. Mr. Plow goes in close. Mr. Plow retaliates with a B-Bang, dealing light damage. The B-Bangs are adding up, but Splash is a brutal attack in this matchup. Alright, we got this building. Mogredon finishes off Mr. Plow with the splash, but Mr. Plow isn't done yet. Final Guts activates. Time is up. Mogredon wins round 1. Round 2. Alright. What's about to happen? Mogredon opens with a splash. Another splash. Oh, it looks to be mirroring last match. These splashes are taking their toll. This turns out to be a very rough matchup on Mr. Plow's behalf. The guts damage does not play well with Beaklon. Alright. It appears that the match has hit a lull. Mogonon opens up with another splash. 40 guts damage this time, and slow. Alright. Round 3. Alright. Will this be a repeat of last time? Mr. Plow opens with an upper charge, dealing solid damage. Mr. Plow counters the splash. Mr. Plow has had enough and is turning this one around. Mr. Plow goes for another upper charge, mauling Mogroudon down to low life. Is this it? Mr. Plow dips back into far range. Mr. Plow closes this with a charge. It's 1-2. Mr. Plow apparently has adapted to this matchup, at least for one round. It goes to show that sometimes a match won't be as predictable as you think it'll be. Alright. Oh, Mogonon opens with Splash. Mr. Plow tries to push back, but Mogonon hits Splash a little too quickly. They go into far range. They're both building up their guts. Mr. Plow jumps in close. Well, mid-range. Mr. Plow goes for B-Bang. 68 damage. Mogonon retaliates with a splash and tosses back Mr. Plow. They are now in far range yet again. They are eyeing each other warily. Mr. Plow goes for a lariat. A solid hit. But Mogonon responds with Splash, starving Mr. Plow of energy, and tosses him back. Mogonon closes this matchup with a splash. A brutal fight indeed. The next matchup. Senpai versus Atticus. Alright, the match begins. Senpai opens with a charge, which Atticus dodges. Senpai is going aggressively, trying to follow up with a kick. Atticus' speed is through Senpai for a loop. Atticus goes for launcher, his signature attack. Atticus jumps in close, a bold move. Senpai tries to boot Atticus away, but Atticus activates Nirvana. They're currently standing in close range. Atticus is planning to follow up with something. Bob's back in close. Nirvana is worn off. Atticus wastes some guts and then goes back. The battle mid-range. Senpai goes for a turn slash Atticus dodges. Modern firepower meets traditional swordplay. Atticus goes for a launcher. Senpai gets brutalized by a critical hit. The samurai does... It would appear that the samurai is indeed weak to rocket launchers. Discoveries have been made today. Round 2. Senpai goes for a charge. Atticus dodges. Atticus throws Senpai back. Senpai goes for Aura Slash. Atticus tries to counter. It fails. 584 points. The strongest attack. Is that the strongest attack we've ever seen in Maple Cup? Incredible damage. It's 1-1. Round 3. I don't know how this is going to go. This is exciting. Senpai goes for a kick. Lands it this time. 80 damage. Senpai goes for another kick. Atticus dodges. Atticus now has a guts lead. Atticus goes for the tank. A very solid hit. They are both low in guts. Oh, who knows where this is going. This is an exciting match. Senpai goes in with air shot. Solid damage. Durahan's INT techs are seeing some solid mileage this time. Senpai goes close, where Atticus can't defend themselves and launches a kick. Atticus launches Senpai back. Atticus has a guts lead. Atticus whips out the launcher. Senpai's on the back foot. They go in close. Atticus realizes that far range is their best shot. The guts is building. 30. Time is up! Atticus played this really slowly, but won the match anyway. It's 1-2. A real clash of different techniques. It's been a match with a lot of variables. Alright, will Atticus take home the W? Senpai opens with Midare! Atticus dodges. That's an expensive attack to miss. Atticus goes in close. Senpai tries to go for a kick. Kick lands. They both go into far range. Atticus goes for gel tank, blasting Senpai down to around half. Senpai tries to capitalize on a kick. It, however, has missed. Atticus is starting to form a guts lead. And when there's a guts lead, Atticus goes for gel cannon, blasting Senpai down with a 151. Senpai goes for a charge. It misses. As the sole representative of the speed build, Atticus is holding his own. Senpai tries to charge. Atticus dodges. Refusing to let the timer go out. Atticus finishes off Senpai with a launcher. It's 1-3. Atticus takes home the W for this matchup. Alright. The second to last match. Senpai versus Mogrudan. How will this matchup go? Both of these monsters have shown a variety of advantages. Senpai opens up with a charge. 85 damage. Mogrudan loops. Opens with the dreaded splash. They're hiding out in mid-range for the time being. Mogrudan goes in close. Splash, the tank killer, drains Senpai's energy down. Senpai is being drained. Senpai goes for a kick. Mogrudan dodges. Oh, Mogrudan elects to build up some more guts. Senpai opens up with the, well, retaliates with a charge. Senpai counters the splash. Senpai has had enough of the guts damage. Senpai is grasping these reins. Senpai goes for a kick. Slams Mogrudan for 65. Going for another kick. 58. Mogrudan enters guard. Senpai goes for another kick. 29. Composure kicks in. 3, 2, 1. Mogrudan goes for a splash. 0. Time is up. Mogrudan, by a factor of 1%, wins round 1. Talk about a first round, right? Senpai opens with a charge at classic 85 damage. Mogrudan responds to splash at the very edge of close range. Yeah, that might be the closest match ever in Monster Hunter 4. That was crazy. You don't see that often. Senpai goes for a kick. Composure kicks in. Mogrudan retaliates with a splash. The guts is low. Senpai goes in for a kick. Mogrudan enters charge. The life totals look close, but the guts is looking pretty disparate. Mogunon slows Senpai. Almost has another splash left up in the tank. The power of Earth is dragging Senpai down. They're hanging out mid-range. Senpai goes for a kick. 63. Senpai goes for another kick. 63. Composure kicks in. If Senpai pushes Mogunon back, this match can be won. Mogunon goes for a splash. Bring the samurai to his heels. Round 3 begins. Senpai goes for a charge. Mogunon tries to counter. Counter fails. Senpai goes for a kick. Determined to do a flurry of blows to start the match. Mogunon responds with splash. These splashes bring Senpai down. Composure sets in. Mogunon hangs out in mid-range. Senpai hangs out in mid-range. They're eyeing each other. Mogunon has another splash ready. Senpai tries to kick. Mogunon tries to counter said kick. Senpai is acting aggressive at this moment. The splash brings Senpai down. 113, 144. They both ready their moves around the same time. Kick lands a crit. Mogunon goes for splash. A critical hit closes this set. Some interesting matches, but with a rather obvious outcome by the end there. Alright. Mr. POW versus Atticus. Let the match begin. Atticus opens with a launcher. Mr. POW takes heavy damage. Mr. POW keeps in close. Goes for a lariat. Slams Atticus for 128. Will Mr. POW going close to take advantage of Atticus' bald spot? No! Atticus goes in for another launcher. And is brought down by the mighty rocket launcher. Round 2. Mr. POW opens up with a lariat, slamming Atticus. Yeah, investing into machismo does make Atticus resists physical damage more, but it also makes Atticus' launcher sting Mr. Plow. An incredible hit! Learning the downside of machismo right here. An absolutely brutal assault on behalf of the gel. Round 3. Atticus opens with launcher. Mr. Plow. If Mr. Plow just realized that Atticus is defenseless up close, they could charge an attack. Speaking of charge, Mr. Plow goes for charge. Of all times for Mr. Plow to not want to go up close. It's the one matchup where Atticus brings the match up close. Mr. Plow goes for a B-bang. That's more like it. Mr. Plow's chilling up close. What do you got? Oh. Mr. Plow just realized that close is the best place to be. What's going to happen? Atticus goes for launcher. Ooh. Final guts. Can Mr. Plow turn this around somehow? Atticus keeps Mr. Plow down with the cannon, ensuring that a comeback was not possible. Yeah, well, learning that machismo is a defensive buff turned out to be a double-edged sword. Mr. Plow is a physical powerhouse, but against powerful intelligence attacks, Mr. Plow is completely powerless. Alright. So that was Maple Cup 5. We have learned the plight of the power tank against powerful, guts-draining intelligence attacks. We had some truly nail-biting matches, some brutal combos. Well, I hope you all had fun. Till next time on Maple Cup. Have a good one.